Oh, hello, New Zealand, and welcome back to another episode of the New Zealand Sport Casting Couch. Just another weekend preview for you. And Willie, you still wanted to start with we'll take Physio and Nelson's segment?
Yeah. Before we get into that, just shout out to Darwin Cobbo, aka Cabo from Pollen Archive there for his instrumental piece in that little intro track. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's rip
And
into
and
we'll
sorry,
take
Kim Manu Labels. Is it he works under Kim Manu Labels too?
yeah Kim Lu yeah Kim
Yeah,
Lu
nice.
industry labels. So uh yeah let's jump into we'll take Physio for five finger discounts or less with our top five players of the week. Um,
Mm.
so should we go for one again?
Yeah, mate, one for one.
You want to kick
Sounds
us
good.
off?
Yep. Sweet. So my first one is Costa Barbajudis. Just another unreal season from him actually at such an old age. So Phoenix have had a shocking year, but he reached double digit goals for the season again. And he's just been just had a real good season, and he was again class on the weekend. I just think one of the shining lights in a pretty bad season. So got to give him a shout out. 36 years old, just gets better every game. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, can't argue with that. I've kind of gone very NRL and Super Rugby heavy here. I've only just realised. So
Yeah.
hope you're ready for that. First player, I'm going for Corey Toole. Um, just an absolute gun on the wing. Got two tries against the tough opposition, minor Pasifika, as we all know.
Mm,
Away from home as well. So.
yeah.
Yeah, just class on the edge there. Corey Teal.
Yeah, the minor Pacifica got a donut there, eh?
Yeah,
It's good to
yeah.
see. But yeah, Tool incredible. He genuinely like if he has any space, it's game over because
So quick.
his inside step is nuts. So he's just everything's so quick
Yeah,
about him. Yeah, he's
yeah.
pretty bloody incredible to watch. Um, my next one is we've talked about this guy quite a lot on the show. Obviously we're both big fans, but Leka Halasima from the Warriors. Huge
Mm,
win from the Warriors. They've just proven to be so hard to beat at Mount Smart again. Maybe
mm.
even better
You
than
mean Go Media?
sorry, yeah, Go Media Stadium. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but he's just playing like he looks like he looks almost better every single game, which is crazy to think because he was so good when
mm,
he broke out into the scene. But just he could be the best edge in the game in a few years. He's got that sort of
mm.
potential. So yeah,
How old is he? Because he's not even 20 yet, is he?
no, he's 19, so
Yeah,
he
which
could
is
be.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
His X factor and just like his actual pace and just like
yeah,
agility off the mark, like he's so mobile. And
yeah.
even he was there for a couple of the like chase downs when they got to
Mm.
intercept him and who's the other young don't even know how to say it.
Demetric, yeah, Demetric.
Yeah,
We just call
Demetri,
him
yeah,
Demetric.
Vi Malnger.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
they were both in the picture for the chase, which is actually the one where Willison was
mm.
offside from that
Yeah,
break, which is actually a good trait to see because those kind of players for us never usually have unlocked that in the Warriors system, so that's positive.
yeah. 100%. Yeah. No,
Mm,
it's both of them are just so promising, eh? It's bloody awesome to see.
yeah. Absolutely. I from a second player, friend of the show, Christian Leo Willie. Massive win for the Status against the Blues there. Yeah, just thought he had an absolute dominant game there at the back,
Yeah.
and he picked up a meaty, didn't he?
Yeah, you got a mate here.
Got a meaty, so yeah, can never complain with that. So
Yeah. Mm.
yeah, shout out to a friend of the show.
Yeah. No, great shout there. This has been his best season, I think, of professional rugby. I think he's gone kind of from strength to strength and properly put himself into the All Blacks contention, which is cool to see. Yeah, just playing with so much confidence, and he's doing unreal. Um, my next one is one that you mentioned last week, but I mentioned this last week. It's Hudson Young when
Mm,
when you when I said he's kind of like the Carlo Tizzano, what you expect you almost
yeah,
think, oh, I won't bet on him to score a try because he's scored every week or he's got doubles every week. He's due to
yeah,
not get one. He's just got another double, so back to back
yeah.
doubles.
I know.
It's just
Yeah,
crazy. And he
isn't
is.
it back to back to back almost? I think he's got doubles 3 weeks in a row.
I thought he'd got a double, then one, then double, double, but maybe, yeah. Um, but anyway, we're talking about how he could be
Yeah.
top as a back to back three.
Oh no, I'm not too sure. I haven't. He
Yeah.
had Raiders. He had a double. Definitely. Then Eels. He had a double. Yeah, back to back to back, 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, yeah. So he
Yeah.
genuinely could be top try scorer, but he's just playing real well outside of that too. So
Yeah.
yeah, the form is pretty crazy. So good on him.
Fucking incredible game. He hit something like fucking over 200 meters as an
Yeah,
edge, 2 tries. Bloody made like 30 tackles with no misses as well. Like fucking just an absolute gun.
yeah, yeah,
Um, I've gone for a more of a workhorse kind of for my next player, and actually kind of a bit of relation to us, just in the name, and that's Toby Couchman.
yeah,
Um, it was an absolute weapon.
yeah,
Kind of just a shout out to the couch, just
yeah,
using him for free advertising. But
yeah, yeah.
no, he had a monster game, shitload of tackles, heaps of run meters.
Mm,
Just threatened fucking the whole game pretty much against pretty average bloody Seagulls team there.
mm,
And what was a hard game to watch, he was pretty standout forward there. So
yeah. No, he was awesome, mate. He's such a good player. I
mm,
think we should DM him, mate. I think we should try to get him
mm,
on. Just say that
yeah,
we've
yeah,
got a show that's kind of just named after him and see
yeah,
if we can get him on.
exactly.
Or maybe even his brother
Tribute.
Ryan Couchman, who's less of a good
Yeah,
first grade. Get both on,
yeah.
maybe. The Couch
We could
brothers.
just have a couch for couch for couch.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's a great shout. Yeah, no, I'm going to message him after this. Um, my next one's Ben Donaldson. So this is probably less about the weekend, more about the season. This guy's been a bit of a surprise package for me. So a few years ago, he was like quite a vanilla player. He went to the World Cup though, 2023 World Cup with the
Mm,
Wallabies. He was starting,
yeah.
but he was like a pretty
Exciting.
vanilla player, like bit of a good kicking game, could kind of steer, like can control the team around the park, but nothing like we never really take the line on. Wasn't very quick and that sort of thing. And I think he's been probably the unsung hero of the Force this year. Obviously, Tizano's been their main guy and their best player by far. But
Mm,
Donaldson's just added so much to his game. Like he's
yeah.
got a continue, still got a real good kicking game, but he's real quick. He's agile. He's physical.
Mm,
He's proper first five, and he was classed the longer that game went on against the
mm.
Canes. It looked like
Makes
he
really good decisions as well.
yeah, he just takes control of the game and he
Mm,
keeps them in the fight always. So, as a Canes fan watching that, I would have preferred having him on our team than bloody
mm.
Ruben Love. So,
Yeah.
yeah, just a shout out to Ben Donaldson. I think he's been a bit of a gun this year.
Mm. No, I completely agree. It was tough watch that game, and he was definitely one of those reasons with the Canes lens on that made it a bit hard, wasn't it?
Yeah,
The last two, I've got two halves here. Gone Mitchy Moses. Mitchy Moses for the Eels. Thought he showed what the Eels were missing for
yeah,
the whole. I know obviously Tigers probably a bit distracted from the week they've just had. But massive in back for the Eels. Fucking 3 or 4 try assists and just like the calm composure that they fucking have been missing the whole time. And for them, for the Eels team to put 38 points on, um, is pretty impressive from where they've been the last few weeks. So yeah,
yeah, yeah. No, he's a class actor. He's actually such a
yeah,
good player. So
yeah,
yeah, he takes them from a fucking bottom, like a guaranteed wooden spoon to like
yeah,
almost the top eight team. Just it's
yeah.
crazy.
Fighting for the
Um,
eight. Yeah.
yeah. All right, and then my last one is another Phoenix player. She's gone Hideki Ishigi, little
Mm,
Japanese man. I
hmm.
just think again when you have a bad year, a lot of players just go a bit unnoticed. This guy's he's one assist away from equaling the Phoenix all time record assist in a season, which was one of your favourites, Carlos Hernandez, back a few years
Mm,
ago.
yeah, one of my favorite Costa Rican.
And then yeah, he was a classic. Um, and then he's obviously two off breaking it. So just
Yeah.
shows he could get double digit assists, which is in a season which never been ever happened before for a Phoenix player. And um, yeah, he's actually copped a little bit of criticism too because he's a little Japanese man who doesn't score a heap of goals, but acknowledge the set piece,
Mm,
but acknowledge the ball delivery. So
yeah.
I'm a fan of his, and I'm hoping he can break that Carlos Hernandez record. as
Yeah.
much of a legend as Carlos Hernandez was.
Yeah,
Sweet.
no, Costa Rican flair. Yeah. I
Yeah.
got one more there.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my finale piece. Isaiah Katoa from the Dolphins. I think
Mm,
no one was expecting Dolphins to pump the Storm by 20 in that game, even without
fuck.
Harry Grant.
Yeah.
But
Insane.
he is just such a class half, and Bucky makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys have got to fucking lock him down for like a 10 year because still only 21. God, he just brings
Yeah.
so much class to that fucking team.
Yeah. He's insane. Wellingtonian as well. I'll chuck that out there.
Yeah.
We lost him when he was about 10, I think, which makes him
hmm
Origin eligible, which is annoying. But he's a
Yeah.
Wellington man. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, like other than Cleary, I mean, he could be the best half in the game for
Barry
a couple of years.
Moses. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
well, I mean, like
Yeah,
once,
Moses
yeah,
older. Yeah, sorry. I thought you were just leaving it there. Yeah, no, I get
nah,
your
yeah,
point.
I guess once Hughes and Munster and DCE and yeah, those guys have kind of moved on. He's the best of that generation, I reckon, even ahead of Galvin.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
those two, so yeah, pretty shame he won't be playing for the Kiwis because of Donga. But
Mate
um,
Ma.
yeah, he would have been handy back 10 years
Yeah.
ago when New Zealand Dongans played for the Kiwis. But anyway,
Yeah.
um, we'll leave it there. All right, to the weekend preview. We shall start with the A League. Just pulling it up.
hmm
So, um, sorry, my tribe is a bit slow.
No, you're right.
We've got it.
No worries. Shout out
Um,
to Tribe.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Fuck, they should be paying us free sponsorship. Um, MacArthur at home to Melbourne Victory. First up.
Go for a draw in that one.
Yeah,
I
I'll
just
go
said
Melbourne.
victory away. If victory were at home, I'd give it to them. But
Yeah,
gonna go draw on that.
yeah. I don't reckon it'll matter. I reckon Victory would do them.
Yeah,
Then Brisbane at home to the Phoenix on the Saturday.
give it a loyalty one and go for the next there.
Mm. Yeah, that'll be a 50-50 one. Yeah, I'll go loyalty too. Yep, we can beat them
Yeah.
up there. Newcastle at home to Western Sydney.
Gonna go for the Issues. Back the
Mm,
Issues
yeah,
for their Auckland FC fights.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, nah, Western Sydney for me as well. Melbourne City at home to Adelaide.
Melbourne City there.
Yeah, for sure. Um, Auckland
Hope they
FC
can
at home
catch
to
those Auckland
Perth.
flogs though. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they can't now.
Perth.
Yeah.
Yeah, Perth.
Perth,
Perth
you
and
know.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Unfortunately, I'll just bite the bullet and go Auckland there.
yeah.
And
Damn.
then Western United at home to Sydney.
We'll go for Western. Oh no, actually, I'm gonna go for Sydney in that one.
Sydney. Yeah. Yeah. Nah. Absolute. Oh fuck. Draw. Nah. Draw.
Mm,
That's a draw. I reckon. That'd be a good
yeah,
game actually. That one. Just before we move on, can I talk about the flogs?
yeah. Of course you can.
Because they're all big noting. See, this is one of the benefits you've probably got over in England at the moment is that you're missing these Auckland FC wounders. Um, look, I just want to say, look, they've won it. They've fucking definitely won the minor premiership, and they're a good chance to win the playoffs. But with all the arrogance, can we? And again, I'm a salty Phoenix fan. Of course, we've fucking existed for 17 years. We've been barely able to stay afloat financially.
Mm,
Um, let alone consistently challenging for titles and things like that. And these guys come in and win it in their first year. They might even do the
yeah,
double in their first year. But
yeah. Not fair.
before these Auckland twats get all fucking arrogant, like it's not actually hard if if you spend 10 times more than everyone else, in a salary
Mm,
cap competition that's got all these loopholes that allows you to fucking break the rules pretty much. Like
yeah.
I'm sure if the Phoenix were owned by a billionaire who spent fuckloads, we would have won quite a few titles. It's not actually
Mm,
that hard, and like in a competition where you have salary cap exemptions, you have your first 2 year season exemptions, you
mm,
break loan rules like getting your
yeah.
Premier League club to sign the best goalie in the league and then loan him to you. Like, so
Mm,
yep, you've won. Real good if you're a Jaffa and you've fucking jumped on board and you're supporting them. Like, good fun. You get to see a team in
mm,
Auckland winning straight away, which is pretty rare because I
yeah,
guess Auckland is pretty used to supporting average sports teams like we are as
yeah.
Wellingtonians. But it's like just just check your privilege a bit. Like,
Mm.
yes,
Get ready
yeah,
for a couple of years down the track. Like I think, especially in the A League as well, you see quite a lot of teams when they come in, they have quite early success. Obviously, because of like what you say, you can
mm,
just big note up the top. Like Western Sydney
yeah, they did it.
had
Yeah,
their success early on. Fucking,
yeah,
it happens, and then
yeah,
just keep the same energy in a couple of years when you come
yeah.
back to the rest of the pack, when you're not
Mm.
getting daddy's money fucking on the house
Well, they might.
to
It
get you
depends.
through.
Like, if this guy continues to invest in them, then they'll
Mm,
be competing every year. But I mean, like, I
yeah.
just want them to acknowledge, as they should. Like, it's obviously going to be easy if you are outspending every other team in your competition. You know, like
Mm,
the only team that's got anything close to the amount of money they do is Melbourne City. And Melbourne
yeah.
City won about 4 or 5 titles years ago, and now the investment from the Manchester City group is fucking minimal. They don't really care anymore. So I
Mm,
guess like
yeah.
the risk for Auckland is that if they do win a couple of comps, this guy owns heaps of teams around the world in all sorts of leagues. He might
Mm,
he might kind of lose interest too. It's only little old fucking New Zealand, you know. So
yeah.
he might one day he might go. He might just invest the same like bugger all because it's his 10th biggest team, you know.
Mm.
Um,
Into like the
whereas
Bangladeshi league or something. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what it is to him. Whereas, like, at least teams that are locally owned, like, I guess, like the Phoenix and Newcastle Jets and Mariners and all that, generally they're going to struggle because they've got fucking no money compared to everyone else. But
Mm,
long term, they're probably, there's at least that local interest in investment means that they'll always probably fucking exist at least, you know?
mm.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
hypothetically, this guy could pull the pin on Auckland at any time and they would need to find a New Zealander to take over, and
Mm,
who knows if that would happen. So, good
yeah.
on them.
Yeah.
You spent $1 billion more than everyone else, so get fucked. Of course, you were going to do well. All right.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to the New Zealand NBL. Um, so tonight we've got the Manawatu Jets at home to the Tauranga Y.
Fucking hell.
Who do you like there,
Fuck.
Manawatu or Tauranga?
Oh, go man, two. Fuck.
Yeah, no, you like Corey,
Yeah.
you like Corey Webster, eh? Yeah, that's good stuff. Um, and then
Fucking hell.
Hawke's Bay at home to the Franklin Bulls on the Friday night.
Fuck. Yeah, these are really stretching the imagination here. I can't really say I've been too much time researching these. I'm gonna flip a coin and go, Franklin. Franklin
Yeah, nice.
Bulls.
Yeah, nice. And then this is a tough one for you because you've had past girlfriends from both places. Southland Sharks at home to Nelson Giants.
Oh, well, that's fucking news to me, but um, I guess I'll go Southland for loyalty. Loyalty to Southland.
Yeah, nice. And then we just rip through the rest of the game. So Manawatu at home to the Indian Panthers.
What? Indian Panthers, why not?
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you like them.
Are you not picking any of these? Are these all just
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I should probably be contributing. I'll go
yeah, fuck.
Manawatu against Tauranga, Hawke's Bay
Yeah.
against Franklin, um, Nelson Giants against Southland, and then I'll go Manawatu against the Indian Panthers. Um, and then Auckland Tuatara against Canterbury, bit of a derby.
Canterbury Rams.
Yeah, no,
Fuck,
I'll take Canterbury too. Taranaki Airs against Tauranga.
fuck, sorry, um is Franklin the Queenstown team or
Nah, nah,
where's
South Auckland.
oh fuck.
Yeah,
So what do we got now? Taranaki versus
Tauranga.
fuck, how many games of this crap is there? Jesus. Taranaki is, I guess.
Yeah,
Over
nah, definitely.
Tauranga Y.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'll go for the Taranaki Airs there too. And then Wellington Saints at home to Hawke's Bay on Sunday.
Saints. Saints,
Yeah,
please.
I'll take them too. And then Otago Nuggets at home to the Nelson Giants. One of the great names, Otago Nuggets.
Yeah, go Nuggets. Yeah.
Yeah, nice, thanks. Yeah, I'll go Nuggets too. Sweet,
Yeah.
just a little
Never
extra
pull that
boost.
shit on me again. We're never fucking. That is
Um,
never getting done again.
it's New Zealand sport though, man. We're a podcast for all New Zealand sport. Even we'll take ice hockey maybe one day.
Mm,
No, we won't go
fucking
that.
hell.
We won't get that low. But you can cop some New Zealand NBL. Um,
Sorry, can I just ask, where is Indian Panthers based?
they're South Auckland, so it's a bunch of Findians in South Auckland, I believe. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, I could be wrong there. But I like
Oh,
the inclusion.
yeah.
I like the expansion team. I'm more for that expansion team than Auckland FC. That's for sure. At least they don't
Yeah.
breach every fucking rule under the sun. Um,
Mm.
Super Rugby first game Chiefs at home to the Western Force.
I'll go Chiefs in that one.
Yeah,
Um, and try scorer, I'll keep hammering the horse home, Sean Stevenson,
yeah,
Castle Street advocate. Yeah.
yeah, nice.
Yeah, what about yourself?
Yeah, we finally saw Tizano not score last week, so the Canes
Yeah.
nullified him.
Yeah.
Be
So
interested to
he's
see how
gonna
he
score
goes.
this week.
Wow, I was thinking, but is he just going to get nullified in New Zealand? Who
No,
knows?
it's because they had different hookers this time, didn't they? Because the hookers kept taking it off the back of the drives. Because Tizano usually scores like that,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
but Nick Dolly has played there mainly. But yeah, I don't
Mm,
know. Um, Chiefs as well for me will win that. My try scorer, I'll go Chiefs player because I'll actually go Takiaho for them. I think
mm,
they'll push over for one.
yeah.
Um, and then Reds at home to the Blues. Will be a good game.
Mm. I'm gonna go red here,
Yeah,
just because New Zealand teams can't win in Australia. Um,
yeah,
so, and yeah, even though the Reds team isn't as strong, I think they're missing Harry Wilson this game. But still Fraser McWright, so I'm gonna go Reds and Fraser McWright to score.
yeah, nice. The Blues have a few out as well, so
Yeah,
yeah, I'll go Reds too in a close one, and then I'll take. Um, I will take. Is Tate McDermott starting? I haven't even checked.
I believe so. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll go Tate McDermott to cross. I'm a fan of his. And then
nice.
we got a Pacifica derby on
Yeah,
Saturday with Moana Pacifica versus the Fijian Drua.
yeah. What a game that's gonna be.
Yeah,
That's gonna turn South Auckland crazy, isn't it?
yeah, well,
Yeah. I'm gonna go for Fijian Drua in that one over the Moana Pacificas. And I'm gonna keep continuing to go with my try scorer, Honeypati Logana Masi, because he's just
yeah,
so good and he just fucking scores every week. So
yeah,
cheers to that.
yeah. No, he is. He's incredible. I'll go Moana Pacifica to win that just because they're at home. Yeah,
Oh, okay, you're coming off the donut. You're going with the Pacificas, okay.
yeah. Did you? So, yeah. Sorry, I was mopping out there. Did you pick the Drua?
Yeah, I went for the Fijian
Yeah.
Kaba.
I think I would definitely go Drua if they were at home, but I just think
Mm,
they don't travel well, so I'll go Moana Pacifica, yeah, off the donut.
yeah.
And I'll go for a Miracle Wailangi to score. Scores
Mm,
every week. Um,
yeah, apart from last week, they didn't score
yeah,
at all.
no, yeah, yeah.
Hard to
So
score there.
or I'll go to Vita Offer on the wing, but yeah, I'll go Wailangi, who through the middle
Yeah,
somewhere. Well, he's usually on the wing. Um,
yeah.
and then a couple of good games to finish too. I mean, every game this round's quite good, I think. Has
Mm,
been all season, but Highlanders at home to the Crusaders.
yeah. Gonna go Crusaders there.
Yeah.
Battle of the South. And I'm gonna go for friend of the show, Christian Leo Willie to score again, back in his old
Yeah,
stomping ground, the Dunedin. He's probably
shit,
gonna
yeah,
go to Carlton Street the night before and
yeah,
get up to some crazy stuff. So yeah, shout
yeah,
out to him. Yeah, pepping him to cross the line again.
yeah. Hopefully, he doesn't grab the keys for the Kaikoura van after the game, because we know how that ends. Um, and then we'll go. Yes, I'll go Crusaders too. Go Will Jordan anytime. Go nice and boring there. He hasn't scored for a couple of games, I think. So yeah, he'll cross. And then the last one is the Brumbies at home to the Canes in Canberra.
After what I saw last week, and the kind of some of the selections for this week, I'm gonna go for the Brumbies. Brumbies
Yeah,
at home. Yeah, so I don't know. Not too confident with the Canes. Not as confident as I'd like to be.
Nah.
and away from home, and I'm going to go for Tommy Wright to score. Um,
Mm.
yeah, was
Yeah.
tossing up between him and Corey Teal, but yeah, Tommy Wright, Snakebite Wright.
He's had a bit of a dry spell, eh? Tom Wright hasn't scored much
Mm,
this year, so yeah,
yeah.
he's probably due. Yeah, I'll also go Brumbies. I think it's such a fucking hard place to play. We haven't won there
Mm,
for a long time, and the form's not great.
yeah.
Um, but I'll take, but I will take Raymond Tupu Tupu anytime try score for the Canes. Why not?
Nice. Why not?
Yeah. All right. To the NRL Thursday's game. So tonight, sorry, that to me is the
Mm,
game of the round. Fucking incredible
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Broncos at home to the Bulldogs.
Uh, I think the Broncos might get up here only
Yeah.
because the Dogs still haven't lost, and the
Yeah.
Broncos were fucking abysmal last week. Although they're missing Reece Walsh at the back,
Oh,
that probably
doesn't
actually improves
makes it
them.
better. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, gonna go for them in that and try scorer Katoni Staggs. Get
Yeah.
the
Nice.
toes out.
Yeah. Um, yeah. For me, I'm gonna take the Broncos too, just because they're at home. And yeah, Bulldogs are due a loss, as you say. And I'll take Ben Hunt Dozer to score anytime.
Mm, nice.
All right, and then Roosters Dragons after that.
Gonna go for the Dargan Zero. Um,
Mm,
yeah, that Anzac Day, even when the Dragons were really shit and the Roosters were really good, the
yeah,
Dragons always seem to get up for that game, eh?
yeah,
And now that I think the Dragons have turned a corner, I reckon it's
mm,
all theirs to lose. Obviously,
yeah.
Roosters not looking that great, so yeah, gonna go Dragons in that one. And to score, um, hmm, gonna go for Valentini Holmes.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Yes, I'll copy you there. I'm gonna go Dragons as well. And my anytime try scorer um, will be Gutharina out the back.
Mm, Queen Gutho.
Yeah, and then Warriors, Knights, and Christchurch after that on Friday.
Fuck, I'm really on the fence here because if this was at Go Media Stadium, I would definitely go Warriors. But
Yeah,
the fact we're off a win, and the fact that we're not playing there, and the fact that the Knights have been so shit as well, like surely they're about to click. Like this would be such a Warriors thing for the Knights to click into it this game as well.
yeah,
But I'll back the Warriors. No, actually, I will stick with the Knights because I'm gonna
ah,
do the anti-jinx. No, I'm gonna do the
yeah,
anti-jinx
yeah,
so that the Warriors can win. Every time I go against the Warriors,
yeah.
we win. So
And
I'll stick with
I've
that.
had them all those times because I just
Yeah, I
go
know.
Warriors.
I know,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So it shows it's a winning formula. And
it is.
try
I just love.
scorer, I'll go Brady Best.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, he's hard to go against though. Yeah, I just like
Yeah,
us at home, eh? But this is a bit different, I guess. So we'll see how if Christchurch changes things. But yeah, I'll go Warriors too. I don't rate the Knights.
yeah.
Even though yeah, they've got some good players and Dylan Lucas is back. Yeah, just think we'll get them. And then I'll go Ali Lau. Ali Lautoa hasn't scored for a few weeks, so I'll go him for a
They've
try.
changed the side that he's on though.
Yeah, they have.
He's been playing. He's been playing on the other side. He's been playing on
Yeah,
the
it
left
hasn't
now
worked.
rather than the right. Yeah, he
Yeah, he's better on the
fucking
right.
started off like an absolute
Yeah,
beast on the fucking right, and now they've just
yeah,
put him on the left for some
yeah,
reason.
100%. And then the
What can you do?
Storm Bunnies,
Mm.
Storm at home, fuck, bounce back.
This just reeks of a thumping. Like
Yeah,
after the Dragons loss from
yeah,
the Storm, they absolutely just routed Manly.
yeah,
After this just reeks of a Storm
yeah,
money line. Like Storm
yeah,
30 plus in this game.
yeah,
Try scorer Ali Katoa, he's been pretty dry on the
yeah,
try scoring front. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Just on the Storm last week, I didn't really address it. I couldn't believe it at all. Eh? Like we both obviously
Mm,
picked them to win by like 40, and they had that real hot start. Like they were up
mm.
at 16-4 pretty early on, eh?
16-4, yeah.
And just like, and then I just watched that second half and just couldn't believe it. Like
Mm.
I was eventually expecting the Storm to bring me that back
Yeah, to
last 20
come
minutes.
back, yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
just like we'd just be blown out more and more. It wasn't like watching the
Mm,
Storm. It was so weird. It was like watching, yeah, it was like watching like a bad Warriors team or something. It was
mm.
fucking out the gate. And it just for
Yeah.
me, it was just like, oh my god, like we were so bad the week before against them. We just can't hack them. But yeah, I mean, it's just that just shows why the NRL is so good. Like how that can happen
Mm.
is beyond belief.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure head to head before the game started, the Dolphins were $7. So would
Mm.
love to know what they were at 16-4 down, like 15 minutes into the game. But
Yeah, fuck yeah.
yeah, so the Storm will bounce back. They just have to. Exactly the same as what you said. I think they'll win well. And I'll go Jerome as well. He's been on a dry spell too. Eh? Has he got? Has
He's
he
been a
even got
bit
excited?
injured. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's been
been.
injured, but I don't know if he
Mm.
scored. So
No.
yes, I'll take him for a try this one.
Yeah.
And then Cowboys Titans first game Saturday.
Um, Not too hot on either team, although the Cowboys just off the bye and they had a little bit of a run before that. Gonna go for the Cowboys in that one. The Titans halves are just too,
Yeah,
yeah, they just don't know how to get them into the game. Try scorer in that, I'll go for Drinky, Scotty Drinkwater.
yeah, nice. Fuck, I'm gonna go upset here. Eh? I'm actually gonna say Titans. Don't know why. But I'll take Tom Dearden for a try.
Tommy Deeds. Yeah,
Yeah,
tough
yeah,
bugger.
he
Tough
is.
as
Eh?
boots.
Penrith at home to Manly. Have Penrith turn the corner? Oof.
Uh, they certainly look better, but
Yeah,
not that the Roosters were that great. Seagulls have got Turbo back this week as well, don't they?
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
So that should make a difference. Probably gonna go Seagulls in this one, to be fair.
shit.
Yeah,
Take yeah.
I'm gonna go Seagulls and try scorer, Tolu Kola. Oh no, actually I'm gonna go for Hamoli Shmoli Olakau'atu.
Yeah,
Quiet start to the year.
he has. Yeah,
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 big
nice.
game.
Yeah. Penrith for me, and Casey McLean anytime because he's just so greedy. Runs a good
Yeah,
line too.
yeah.
Um, all
Probably
right, and
loves one as well.
yeah, yeah. And then Raiders Dolphins Sunday.
Oh, this will be a good game. Um,
Oh,
just Raiders at home. Fuck,
yeah,
I just like what they do. Fuck, do you just go for Hudson Young, or they probably paying $1.50 at the
yeah.
moment?
Fuck it. Dollar five
Nah,
cent.
yeah, probably go with might go with a Matty Timoko.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, yeah. He's been a bit dry too. Eh? Seb Chris
Yeah,
has been
they
getting
go to
yeah,
the other side a lot more. Yeah, Ooga Booga
yeah.
Chris. He gets a bit more.
Ooga Booga Chris, that's a classic. Yeah, I'll take Raiders just because they're at home. And my anytime I'll go the other edge for Matty Nicholson.
Mm, yeah, nice,
Yeah, and then
nice, nice.
the Bo Ryan derby from back in the day. West Tigers at home
Yeah,
to the Cronulla Sharks. This
yeah.
would be a game too. This would be a good game.
Yeah. We have to go to Sharks in this one, I think. I think the West
Oh,
Tigers are
sorry.
just a bit
Fucking
too
hell.
much of a shambles at the moment. I think the Tigers
Yeah,
are just a bit too much off-field drama.
yeah,
Um, have they called Galvin back in this week?
yeah. He's playing. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I don't know. He's gonna get booed like shit.
yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be a big game for him. I'll lean the Sharks that way, and I will go for Britton Nicola to score.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go Tigers. I think at Leichhardt with all the bullshit that's been going on, they just sometimes put out a performance in these sorts of situations. I can see what you're saying though. I can definitely swing both ways. But yeah,
Mm.
I think the Sharks for me have actually been one of the. I've been relatively disappointed by them. Mate. I don't think they've looked
Oh
as
yeah,
good as
no,
I
they look
thought.
awful. Yeah, fuck it. They
Yeah,
don't look good at all.
probably the disappointment of the year
Mm.
for me. So I'll go Tigers and I'll I'll take Stafford Toa to get back on the score sheet this week. So yeah,
Yeah, nice.
sweet. Well, anything else from you? Should we wrap her up there? It's a pretty long one, eh?
No, yeah, that's probably enough content for them to mull over and tutor, and yeah,
Yeah, sweet.
hopefully Will Dot Tates of the world can get some content out of that for some self leisure.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks, New Zealand. We'll see you on the next one.
Beautiful.